All right, hello everyone. Bo Williams here in the WATE 6 in your side newsroom. As we do every Friday, it's time to talk traffic. And you know it's going to be coming. There's a lot of projects going on around the area, especially now as we get into the spring and summer months. There'll be a lot more work going on out on those roadways. Of course, crews still trying to patch a lot of the potholes. TDOT's been doing a lot of work downtown Knoxville on I-40. They tackled I-40 westbound earlier this week. You look for the other side to be tackled at some point, but again, crews are going to be out taking care of those potholes at different times. So again, just watch out for that. We do want to get you up to date real quick, though, on some projects that are coming up. We'll take a look at what's happening right now in just a moment, but a couple things you need to be thinking about moving ahead, especially looking ahead to next week. First things first for you, take a look here. This is from the city of Crossville on their Facebook page. You're going to have a road closure. A portion of Northside Drive from South Drive to US 127 North is going to be closed while contractors install pipes crossing Northside Drive. The closure will begin, this will be Monday, April 15th. The work is expected to be completed in 30 days, so it's going to be sticking around for a little bit. A detour will be set up at US 70 North. So again, watch for that. A portion of Northside Drive from South Drive to US 127 North will be closed. Crews are going to be working, installing some pipes crossing Northside Drive. This is going to take about a month to complete. Work starts on Monday, April 15th. The detour is set up for you at US 70 northbound. So again, watch for that. You're going to be traveling in the Crossville area beginning on Monday, or if you live in the Crossville area, just know that's going to cause a little bit of confusion until everybody figures it out, figures out the detour. Then once you get comfortable with that, everything will open back up again. So that's usually how it plays out. All right, another area we're watching for you is going to be Knoxville. This is from the city of Knoxville on its Facebook page. Just a little reminder for you, coming up on Sunday, Old City residents, businesses, and visitors, Jackson Avenue between State and North Central will be closed from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday, April 14th for the Old City Market. Again, this is coming up on Sunday, April 14th for the Old City Market. So watch out for those closures. But again, that's Jackson Avenue between State and North Central from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. They're going to close down north or that section of Jackson. You'll be able to walk up and down the street there. There'll be a lot of vendors. The historic Old City, Knoxville, Tennessee. You see the sign there, a picture from last year's event. So again, watch for that coming up on Sunday. That will definitely cause some confusion for you as well. Also going on this weekend, Neyland Stadium will be the site of the orange and white game. Now, granted, only 10,000 tickets were sold this time around because, as you can see looking at this map, a lot of construction going on along Philip Fulmer Way. You can see also kind of curving, was this T. Martin Drive, kind of curving behind the stadium there, even part of Philip Fulmer as you're making way toward Food City Center. So, again, keep that in mind when you're heading down to the stadium and wanting to be a part of the orange and white game. Even if you don't have tickets, there's going to be a lot of things going on in Vol Village and things like that. They'll have entertainment, food, so some things for you to do outside of the stadium. But you also have numerous other closures off of Lake Loudon you see here, off of Lake Avenue. What's this? This is Terrace Avenue. You've got some closures also off 20th over here, just some things to think about. So if you're heading down for the orange and white game, think ahead before you head down. Even though it's not a packed stadium, still 10,000 people, plus whoever shows up to be on the outside, which there'll be a lot of people taking part in all the festivities. You're still going to have some parking issues. So again, just kind of keep all that in mind as far as getting around Neyland Stadium with all the construction going on. All right. Let's bring it back to today. Here's how things look right now on the map. It is Friday, April 12th, and right now we do have some slowdowns. A little bit of rain out there for some, sun shining for some others. We do have some slowdowns. Let's take a look at a couple of the alerts here that are posted. First of all, congestion, I-640 eastbound. This is Knoxville at mile marker 3. So this is traffic taking 640 east, trying to get onto 75 northbound, that flyover ramp, and many times that right lane that we'll see start to back up. I'll bring the cameras in here in just a moment. Also, the other alert that we see posted here, I-40 westbound. This is at exit 386, so that's Alcoa Highway. Pretty typical, especially on a Friday. We get a lot of people passing through, a lot of truck traffic, and just people still spring break in some parts of the country. So people will be making their way through here on I-40 as they're heading toward I-75 and West Knoxville. So that's why you're going to see a couple of spots here where we'll have some slow traffic. So let's bring in the TDOT Smart Way cameras here for just a moment. Let's get a look at some of these areas. Again, if you're going to be heading out on this Friday, first we'll start here near Alcoa Highway. Shows you the alert, and it is slow. It's not bumper to bumper, and it's not stop and go, but it is slow. So keep that in mind. You're going to see that delay. So really 640 eastbound, or I should say westbound, could save you maybe a little bit of time if you're coming from the east end of town trying to get to the west side of town. But 40 west through town definitely starting to slow this afternoon. Let's take a look at 640 eastbound. We showed you the alert earlier. See if the traffic is backing up there as you're approaching that 75 interchange, and it is. You see it right here at the top of the screen, that right-hand lane, pretty typical, especially when we get into the afternoon hours. That right lane starts to back up, traffic trying to get to 75 north. If you're going end to end, those left lanes, you can see traffic right now zipping along fine without any problem. So some good news for you there. But if you're trying to get to 75 north, think about just going into town on 40 and hitting 275. You can bypass all of this. Could save you a little bit of time. You just have to see what 40 eastbound is looking like through downtown. So a couple things to think about. Take this back wide for a second. We do have some other alerts for you heading out toward Ozone, Rockwood area. We've got a multi-vehicle crash. This is just now coming in here. It looks like TDOT is posted. 40 westbound, Cumberland County, multi-vehicle crash, mile marker 337. Though it's saying no lanes are blocked, so it looks like they might have everything over on the shoulder. We'll go a little bit tighter here. No cameras out in that area, but you can see everything is highlighted in green, so that is definitely going. That's some good news. At least traffic is getting by, but it looks like that might be on the shoulder. Crew still working there. And then over near the Crab Orchard area, some police activity being reported. This is I-40 eastbound in Cumberland County at mile marker 328. No lanes blocked, so again, just watch for something over on the shoulder is what we're gathering here. So 2 spots there in Cumberland County, east and westbound. So again, just kind of make note of that for your travels. And let's see here. We're going to go back wide here. We're going to actually zoom in here. Let's pull on the 2 cameras here near the interchange. As you're getting close to Rockwood, let's see. Interstate traffic right now through there, pretty quiet. No major problems for you right now. You've got some work just off the interstate that could cause you some issues, but as far as interstate travel through here, you're going to be just fine coming off of Rockwood Mountain at this hour. Looked like the sun was shining. No major problems for you right now, just some light traffic through there, so that's some good news. But again, you could see some delays a little further back. Once you get back there, what was that, mile marker 337. So again, we'll kind of be careful there, but again, we're not seeing any delays. Bring this back wide for a moment. We'll take a peek at a few cameras real quick, and then we'll move on to some other projects you need to watch out for in the upcoming week. Live look for you right now, TDOT SmartWay camera, I-40 east and westbound out near Lovell Road. Right now, westbound traffic slowing. That's at the top of the screen here. Eastbound traffic looking a lot better. No problems for you there. We'll bring it over near, let's go right in this area. This is over in the West Hills area. Westbound traffic still slow. Eastbound traffic zipping along, no issues, but westbound traffic still slow at this hour. So a couple spots there we're seeing some slow traffic on I-40 westbound on the west end. Bring it closer to downtown. Let's go here. This is I-40. The camera is at 5th Avenue. If you know, 40 and 5th Avenue do not intersect. This is a kind of a confusing label, but the camera base is actually at 5th Avenue. So it's really near the James White Parkway 40 interchange, but this is a live look for you. That's westbound moving away from us, eastbound coming toward us right now. You got a little bit of downtown, part of the UT campus you see off in the background there. But traffic appears to be moving along fine for you near the downtown area. Head out over toward Asheville Highway, and it looks like this stream is not available, so we'll take that one down. Let's bring the one up here near the Holston River Bridge. Well, it looks like some of the cameras on the east end of town just are not cooperating. We'll go south for a moment. How about that? We'll see if we can get something to come up here. Here we go. This is Alcoa Highway, just south of the river. Traffic there looking okay. Of course, we've had a lot of construction work going on. We've had those rolling roadblocks. We've had lane closures. That northern part of Alcoa Highway near the river, near UT Medical Center. But right now, traffic getting through there, we're not seeing any problems. So if you do have to head up toward that direction, maybe you need to make your way toward UT Medical, or maybe you're a UT student, you live in some of the apartments back in that area. Right now, traffic looks fine for you, not seeing any issues there. And we'll check one more camera, and then we're going to move on. I don't know what I just did there. Let's bring this back. That is so bizarre. Let's see here. We'll go here. There we go. Let's go down here to I-140 Alcoa Highway. So this is just north of McGee-Tyson, and we'll put this into play for you. And if you do have to catch a flight, maybe you're picking somebody up today, light traffic for you right now. Alcoa Highway, everything there moving along fine. It's about 2:47 in the afternoon on April 12th. So again, everything there looking all right for you. All right, let's look ahead to some projects you need to know about. Okay, and one of those is going to be in Anderson County, up around the Rocky Top area. This is up around mile marker 129. This is for 75 north and southbound, and beginning Sunday the 14th. You need to watch out for possible rolling roadblocks. And these are going to be from 7:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Utility crews are going to be working on some overhead projects there along the interstate. And so at times you may see some rolling roadblocks. You're going to have to get out there, basically shut down a couple lanes, kind of work on what's happening overhead on the interstate there, and then they'll let traffic go through. But again, this is 75 north and southbound, mile marker 129, so up around the Rocky Top area. And this will be Sunday, April 14th. That all starts early, 7:30 a.m., but by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there should be quite a bit of traffic going through there on a Sunday, so just be careful. All right, let's go to Blount County for a moment. You know, we always talk about Alcoa Highway up near the river, but this is the focus here is Alcoa Highway at the I-140 interchange. And next week, from Monday the 15th through April 19th, which is next Friday, so basically all of next week, overnight hours. We're talking 8 p.m. till about 6 a.m. the following morning. Crews are going to be working on all of these ramps. So whether you're coming off of Pellissippi Parkway, if you're trying to get onto I-140, if you're coming down Alcoa Highway trying to loop around to get here, if you're coming off of, say, I-140 trying to get onto Alcoa Highway, at some point, they're going to be working on these different ramps. And the way they describe this is that they're going to be doing some alternating ramp closures, again, between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. the following morning, as they're doing some roadway surface treatment activities. And again, that is scheduled to start up again. We had some last week. There'll be some going on the next week. But this is the interchange, basically, the ramps that are involved here with I-140, 162, 129. This is just north, as I widen this out for you, of McGee-Tyson Airport. So again, you get the idea. This could cause you some issues. Just check ahead of time before you make your way, if you have to catch a flight next week, just to make sure if you're coming down I-140, you want to make sure that ramp is open, make sure everything is green. So you can always go to the TDOT SmartWay maps. We've got links for you. But again, just kind of check that before you head out. But watch for that next week. The good news is that's this overnight and early morning hours, but it could still impact you if you have an early flight or possibly a late flight out of Knoxville. Speaking of Knox County, something else to watch for next week. This is really out in the northeast part of the county. Tazewell Pike between Campbell's Point Road and Old Tazewell Pike. So here's Gibbs High School. So this is north of the Gibbs area as we kind of zoom in. And there's Campbell's Point Road. But again, we'll kind of go back wide. So we're north of the Gibbs High School area. But right now what TDOT is saying is through Thursday the 18th, watch out for possible lane closures between 9 a.m. and 3 in the afternoon. Utility crews are going to be out there doing some maintenance work in that area. So again, you may see some lane closures. I think it's just 2-lane road anyhow, so they may close one. So it could back up some traffic, but that's going to be right in the middle of the day, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through Thursday of next week. Watch for that just north of Gibbs High School. And then our final stop for you as we take you around. We've talked about this one before, and they're still going to be doing some work here. This is the interchange of I-40 Cedar Bluff, and we're talking about the North Cedar Bluff ramp to I-40 eastbound. So here it is right here for you. So as you're coming up, we'll kind of widen this up a little bit. You're crossing over Peters, you hop on the ramp, and you're heading eastbound on I-40. TDOT says that on Wednesday the 10th, or let's see, Wednesday, we've already said the 10th, but Wednesday next week, watch out for a possible ramp closure between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. So again, it's going to be some overnight hour work for you. Could happen again next Wednesday. We'll have to see weather permitting, but it'll be from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. that ramp as you're coming up North Cedar Bluff trying to get to I-40 eastbound. So just be aware. If not, you're going to have to head down toward a couple of the other, Walker Springs, Bridgewater, Gallagher View. But again, that'll be the overnight hours where you will have to contend with that. All right, let's come back to the main map here for just a moment, if I can find it. And we'll kind of go wide here and just double check, make sure no other alerts have popped up. Looks like everything is still pretty much staying the same. Still seeing that slow traffic for you, though, out in West Knoxville. Another live look to the TDOT SmartWay camera near mile marker 375. This is I-40 westbound right there between I-140 and Lovell Road. Just some heavy traffic, pretty typical for a Friday afternoon. All right, that's how things are shaping up on the roads. That's what you're going to have to look forward to, or maybe not look forward to as you head into next week. Of course, if you ever have a question, Bo Williams at WATE.com. Have yourself a safe weekend and next week out on the roadways. And as always, we'll be back next Friday to get you up to date on the latest construction around the area. Take care.